Peace, my beautiful people. I hope you guys are all doing amazing. And I really appreciate you for those of you who are here with me, who either came back or either joining me for the first time as we delve into mysticism and the occult. This one is a huge topic because I think a lot of us, we have these tools that we learn from social media, from the internet, when it comes to manifesting. What can you do to manifest? And unless you're kind of really connected to like the energy of what you're attracting and calling in, those tools are not really helpful. Okay? I wanted to really touch bases on that because it's really dear to my heart. I've been really, first of all, I don't know if you guys are familiar with human design. I am a Gemini. I'm all air. Okay, let's start there. I'm a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, my top three. And my human design is a manifester. And even in my chart, I did have my birth chart done, which is separate from my human design. I have a lot of energy there that is very esoteric, very mysticism type of energy. So that's where a lot of this comes from. And over the years, I've learned to tap into that energy as it becomes me, as I become more of who I am, if that makes sense. It's more like a remembering, like my soul archetype, you know what I'm saying? My DNA, I can't say it's a remembering of that. It's more of an upgrading of my cellular DNA, if that makes sense. When we are manifesting, there's something I wanted to read from this book. So I have my cards. You see I got my cards out because I'm always, that's what I do. I like to tap into my own energy because it's beneficial for me on how I operate throughout my day. I like to have my frequencies playing in the background or my subliminals, but only from subliminals that I feel resonate with my energy. Because if it's subliminal, you don't know what they're saying. So you just don't want to be listening to any subliminal. But the point here is this is energy that has already been channeled from like last week. But because we are a weekly vlog, my goal is to put these out every week, once a week. Whether that be Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, one of the days. Because life be lifing. But one of the things I wanted to read was that came up for me, and it was very, very powerful. It said believe. So that's these cards that I have here. And I'm not working with cards, but these type of videos that I'm doing here with you guys. This is not like my other channel that I was trying to work on, and I just kind of didn't want to keep that one up so much. It was too much energy being pulled from me. So that's why I started afresh. My oracle cards, it said believe. It said to have confidence in the truth, the existence of the reliability of something, although without absolute proof that one is right in doing so. That is a different level of faith. You're operating on a higher frequency when you can operate like that. That's the full energy, the full here. So I just want to read you some of the notes that I have so we can kind of better just get into this energy, okay? Manifesting something but hesitant to accept it when it's staring you in the face of its arrival because it's packaged differently. Okay? So you may be manifesting something and you may expect it to come to you a certain way. You may want it to look away, like this is going to be packaged like this. And it doesn't mean that your manifestations aren't working. It just means that your higher self is highly aware of what you need. Your higher self energy begins with your third eye chakra, your crown, and then your soul star, okay? And then there's another one above that, but we'll get into that later. But if you are manifesting something, say something arrives, and it shows up completely different than what you envisioned it, you're not going to accept it because you're like, okay, this is not what I asked for. Just like, okay, say about if you're ordering food and you say, I want this, this, that, and the third. This is a very light comparison. But then they give you the food and it's pretty much what you wanted, but it don't look how you thought it was going to look. Now, me personally, when it comes to that situation, I'm thinking like, okay, that's why I don't really like to eat out. And I know this is getting off topic. More so, I cook my own food so I can know how everything is coming out, how it's clean, how it's placed. But that is a very light example, okay? It's rhetoric, right? You don't receive it, although you know it's going to be good, you know it's going to fulfill you, it's going to be tasty, it's going to satisfy your nutrient needs. It's going to do what you set out for it to do, especially if you went to like a clean eating. That's what I'm talking about. High vibrational foods, okay? But it's like, it don't look the way I thought it was going to look. Especially if like you're trying something for the first time. Let's put it into perspective like that. You're trying something for the first time and you don't really know how it's going to come out. And you have this picture in your mind, or you're meeting someone for the first time, right? And you only talk to them verbally or whatever, message, but then you see them and it's like, well, you're not what I envisioned. So what this does is it prevents you from accepting what you have therefore attracted. You've attracted something. But for whatever reason, you want to reject it because it doesn't seem familiar. Why would it seem familiar if you're manifesting? That's the whole purpose of manifesting. I'm manifesting something that I've never known, I've never seen. I'm manifesting something different. Otherwise, why do I gotta manifest it? It's gonna already come to me. Does that make sense? I'm manifesting the unbelievable. I'm manifesting what others would say is impossible. I'm manifesting beyond my wildest dreams. Otherwise, you're not manifesting. You're just getting what you always had, if that makes sense. Okay? So because something may look different, you're hesitant to accept it. That's number one with your manifesting. We use these tools, our verbal affirmations, our writing, our scribing, I scribe, our scripting. We use all these tools. Okay, what it really boils down to is your mindset, your belief. Do you really have a belief that you deserve this and that you can have it and that it's already yours? Even if you don't see it and you can't physically touch it. See, I'm big on tarot because it's very esoteric, and I'm big on Jungian theory. If you look at the English, it say Jungian, but it's a Jungian theory. Jungian. And what he talks about is like the archetypes and attaching or bringing into like some type of middle ground, the unconscious with the conscious. Okay, so how are we operating spiritually on a mental level that's allowing us to access another dimension that we are not currently operating from? That, yeah, you may be attached to it, but are you operating from that frequency? And that's why I wanted to get into your higher self. Okay, so what the important thing is to detach from the outcome. Don't think that, this is number 2, I have a thought of what I'm manifesting and this is how it's going to look. No, detach from how the universe and how your higher self wants to present it to you, because your higher self is always going to give you what is best for you. Your higher self is never, it's that galactic wisdom. It's never going to lead you astray. Nothing about your higher self is going to say, I'm giving you something from your higher self and you don't want it. You're going to detest it. No. So that's why I say it takes a certain level of faith. Trust in your higher self, that your higher self knows exactly what you need and that it will not lead you astray. Okay? So when the universe sends your blessing, that you do not turn your back on it, your manifestation. That's the outcome. and then you missed your opportunity. The etymology of opportunity is port. What is a port? A porthole. So the etymology of opportunity is an opening of a door, a window. There's some type of portal that never existed before. And that's why I say this is not something that you've ever had before when you're manifesting. Okay? We have to trust in the divine, and we have to trust in divine timing. I know y'all probably tired of hearing divine timing, but at the end of the day, it is very galactic wisdom. It's very esoteric. Trust in your higher self. And that's why next time we're going to talk about chakra, because if you're not familiar with your higher self energy, then we need to get you attuned to that. And I'm infusing Reiki into this for you guys. Okay? Just so I want you guys to open up your mind's eye. Open up your third eye. Okay? I had other notes here, but I'm very intuitive, so I like to flow. That was the other one. We're talking about the etymology of a portal. It's a port, which is the etymology of opportunity. We're opening up new opportunities. I don't even want to call it a window. I want to call it a door. I want to call it a cycle. I want to call it a new dimension, if that makes sense. If y'all understand what timeline is. Because everybody don't operate on the same timeline, but if I'm here on the time, I want all my timelines to collapse. Present, past, future. And I'm going to leave you guys there because we're at our time. And I wanted to keep these kind of like really short to kind of grab y'all in. And then y'all can just come back for next time. But I don't want to over talk you guys and overburden you either with information because it's a lot to take in. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. Any comments, I will have all my information, like my email, if you want to book me there. I'm just really giving of myself to share the wisdom that I have. And I hope that it can uplift you guys and edify you to your higher self. Okay, the version of your higher self with much peace and love.